Hey guys, today we got a ton of news to go over. Like Greenlegocats might be getting sued. Roblox just lost $150 million, no joke. And Roblox just updated their terms of service and added some very interesting things to it. We have a ton of Roblox news to go over today, but guys, before we get into any of this, make sure you subscribe to my channel. We're trying to hit 40,000 subscribers by the end of the month, and we are literally so close. We are now only 4,000 subscribers away, so please make my dream come true. Go subscribe down below if you want to be up to date on the latest Roblox news. But anyway, let's just get straight into today's video. Alright, so the very first thing I want to talk about today is a brand new Roblox game that came out, and this game looks really cool. I played a little bit of it earlier, and this is like something I haven't really seen on Roblox. Now, you guys might be remembering that Call of Duty game. I'm not going to be talking about that because, man, I didn't even talk about it in any of my videos because it is just so over talked about at this point. But no, we're talking about an entirely new game made by shovelwaregames, and this is like really cool. I'm gonna have some footage on screen of me playing it. Like, I don't know, this is just awesome. Like, look at how happy the little banana man is. Look at him go. I love this. This is like such an awesome game. It was made by shovelwaregames. It's called Brain Game. It's really cool to see like how far that this game development group has gone, because they went from like being a small little indie group to like getting sponsored by people like Minions, and now they have a full-on team where they can make these sort of games, and this is just really cool. And oh, why is Ice Spice there? I didn't even remember that. But this is just a really awesome game, and it kind of shows like how far the Roblox platform has gone. I couldn't imagine a game like this being on Roblox a few years ago, but now stuff like this is capable. It's just very cool. I'll make sure to leave it down below if any of you guys want to play it, but I played a little bit of it, and I thought it was a pretty fun game. I might use it as some background footage of like in one of my videos at some point, but honestly, I recorded some background footage of it, and then I just realized I'm gonna look so dumb if I do that, because I was answering like the most easiest questions really stupidly. So like, I know you guys would be commenting down, you really got that wrong, Schlep. Oh my god. But I might have to play it on stream sometime. Make sure you got post notifications on, so when I go live, if you guys want to see me play this game, you guys can. But anyways, we're gonna get on to our next story of today. Now, this is especially an interesting and pretty concerning story. Roblox recently just lost $150 million, which might not seem like a lot, but this is a huge deal. So Roblox is valued at around $22 billion, so you might be thinking $150 million isn't that big of a deal, but it actually is. It's a very big deal. So there is pretty much a bank in Silicon Valley that recently went bankrupt. You guys see what I did there? I'm so funny. Actually, I'm gonna be real here. I don't know really what I'm fully talking about here, but I do know Roblox lost $150 million because this bank pretty much went up in flames. Like, it is no longer a thing, and I'm not sure the specifics and how this actually worked. It's very complex for my general understanding of the situation, but from my understanding is Biden actually recently bailed out this bank. At least I think so. I'd like some more information on this, and I've seen a lot of criticism for this, and I don't want to get into the political side of this at all, but they might have gotten this $150 million back, but they lost $150 million because a big bank that they put a lot of their money in recently just went under. And I mean, this is a pretty huge deal. That's a lot of money, especially for a site like Roblox. So I don't know, we'll have to see what happens. I'm not exactly sure if they got money from the bailout that happened with the federal government, but definitely crazy. But anyways, gamers, I think we're gonna go on to our next story here, and this next one is kind of an update to the last story we talked about today, and this is definitely pretty insane. You might remember the Who to Trust situation, and we talked about Alaskan Reality possibly getting sued by one of Who to Trust's friends for apparently quote-unquote harassment. Now, I don't feel like going over the full Who to Trust situation in great detail again, but I'll give you a little bit of a description. Who to Trust was in a Discord server where he was sending really weird stuff to minors, and he also had a Twitter account where he was publicly flirting with a 15-year-old while he was 20. Now, this dude is actually a UGC creator, and he has his very own Roblox toy. This is a very big deal, and now what has happened is his friends have decided to take action against Alaskan Reality for coming out with a lot of this information, because he's been applying a lot of pressure to the people around Who to Trust. He's been trying to get the word out there of what Who to Trust has done. Now, one of his friends, Rocky, went on Twitter the other day threatening to take legal action against Alaskan Reality, who was the dude who came out originally with the stuff that happened in the Red Circus Discord server. But this whole situation blew up when Greenlegocats recently released a brand new video on it, and now Rocky is actually threatening Greenlegocats with legal action because he covered this situation. Now, mind you, he isn't one to break the story. He's the one simply reporting on it. Rocky wrote a response to Greenlegocats video and he said, "Listen, my guy, I don't care about the trust and I never have. I also don't know who John Drinkin is. I defended my good friend Evan from undue harassment. So here's the thing. I'm sure you mean well, but unless you also want to be named in a defamation lawsuit, I would re-upload this video without my name, especially if you're going to include fabricated screenshots created and spread by the user Alaskan Reality. If you'd like to reach out, I'd be happy to speak with you. Just don't get caught up in this. It'd be pretty obvious where you can reach me." All Greenlegocats did was report on this story. Now, a lot of these Twitter photos and stuff, they're real. You can find them over on Twitter. He's saying that some of these messages are fabricated, but I just have a hard time believing that. He didn't mention which ones are fabricated. He didn't say which things are lies. This dude, I don't even know where to begin with this. But I'm pretty sure this dude was tied up with who to trust. I don't feel like that's true. I don't know specifically what is true and what isn't. I'd like to know more information on this. But the fact he's willing to consider legal action against Greenlegocats for simply just reporting on this drama is quite insane. Rocky has also made some pretty wild accusations over on Twitter, saying that Alaskan Reality was the one who apparently doxed him, which there's no actual proof for anything leading back to that. He's made even other wild accusations, so everything that this dude says, I've been really taking with a grain of salt, and this is just sad. This dude was defending who to trust, by the way. This dude literally went ahead and flirted with a 15-year-old while I believe he was 19 or 20 over on Twitter. Publicly. He publicly did that. How could you show any sympathy or support for someone who does stuff like that? So I don't know. I would like to hear your guys' thoughts on that one. Definitely pretty crazy. I hope Greenlegocats doesn't end up getting in a defamation lawsuit. Anyway, so let's go on to our next story, and this is probably going to be the final story of today, and it is a post that Roblox RTC went ahead and wrote, and it looks like they've gone ahead and updated their community standards, their terms of service, their guidelines for playing Roblox. And this is very interesting. This has gone way more into depth on certain things that people have done on Roblox, that Roblox is now like, hey, we don't want this on our platform. Now, I think the very first thing I want to read here is the new profanity guidelines, and it went ahead and added a new thing, quoting or using audio containing profane lyrics, which is very, very interesting. So we've all heard the bypass Roblox audio. Does this now mean that they will start taking action if you use it in certain games? Or like, I don't know, I have a lot of questions relating back to that. It is not really that in depth. What is considered quoting swearing, you know? I don't really understand that fully, but I'm sort of hoping this has more of a general meaning to it, where like, you know, if you are posting, if you are using audio, if you're doing anything that contains any swearing in it, that just isn't against Roblox, which definitely has been an issue on Roblox. People have been using this for the longest of times to bypass the Roblox filters. Now, the next thing on here is really interesting, and I can't actually read this out, but you can see what it's about. It says romantic and something that I can't say type of content. It says engaging in unwanted flirtatious behavior, engaging in explicit conversations, or soliciting blah 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 material from other Robloxians, and wearing bad clothing items on Roblox. These are all not allowed on Roblox, and I'm glad they went into detail on that, because now I'm really hoping Roblox starts taking action against people who are dressing up bad on Roblox, people who are trying to, you know, groom people on Roblox, because that's what this feels really targeted for, and I'm very glad that this is the case, and they have gone into more detail about that. This one is actually really interesting because we've seen Roblox games do this before, but now this is against Roblox's terms of service, stating to users that some amount of the sales or proceeds will be directed towards a cause. We've seen games on Roblox try to fundraise for certain causes, certain charities, all of that sort of things, but now that might actually be a thing of the past. Pretty interesting stuff, and there is one final thing on here which is kind of interesting. It's under the cheating and scams. It says promoting misleading links for the purpose of gaining unauthorized access to other accounts, information either on Roblox or others. That is not allowed on Roblox either, which is kind of obvious, but still pretty cool that all of this is mentioned in the terms of service. I'm really glad that they went more in depth on a lot of these things. This is new though. I think this was recently added, and I'm very glad to see that this was added. Pretty interesting stuff. I'm glad they went in more in depth into the terms of service. But guys, I think we're wrapping up towards the end of today's video. Make sure to let me know all of your thoughts on everything we talked about today. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure you're subscribed. And this person here is really awesome because they follow me on Twitter. If you want to appear at one of the end of my videos, make sure you follow me on Twitter as well. But guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap up today's video here. Bye, everyone.